Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get the kind of value you'll love that's unmatched at Courts now. We're unmatched in quality and prices. Buy any item and get up to 30% off the second item of same or equal value store-wide. When you shop with Ready Finance, you can get it now with no cash and pay over time. Now that's unmatched value.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, the Honorable Rochelle Ford, is conducting a school outreach program to improve awareness about the different arms of government, their functions, and the responsibilities of the Parliament of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Ms. Ford said that she is optimistic that the school's outreach program will ignite interest in students who may choose a related career path, adding that if Parliament is to be effective in its intention, that it must reach the people. On Thursday, February 16th, the team from the House of Assembly visited the Judge Stevens Secondary School in Connery and the new Adelphi Secondary School. The Honorable Rochelle Ford met with third and fourth form students of each school. The Speaker of the House of Assembly has described the outreach program as an opportunity to introduce members of the House of Assembly to the nation's students while improving awareness about the constituent parts of the Parliament and to clarify the proceedings of Parliament. The Central Leeward Secondary School dominated the Inter-Secondary Schools Relay competition on Wednesday, February 15th. The event, which was absent for about a decade, brought much excitement throughout its journey from Peruvian Vale all the way to the Annesville Sporting Complex. The 6-leg race saw each athlete completing 2,500 meters in both male and female categories. 11 schools were represented in both categories. The female category saw Central Leeward Secondary School emerging winners and Tomoka Ontario Secondary and Georgetown Secondary in second and third positions respectively. In the male category, it was Georgetown Secondary crossing the finish line first, followed by Central Leeward Secondary and St. Martin's Secondary. The Western George Secondary Girls High School, Sandy Bay Secondary, St. Joseph Convent Kingstown, Bethel High School, Intermediate High School, North Union Secondary, Pettibodale Secondary, St. Vincent, and the St. Vincent Grammar School all participated in the relay. Still on the local scene, resources alone are not enough to fight issues such as crime and citizen insecurity, says Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. The Prime Minister, while addressing the opening of the International Energy Conference and Expo Guyana 2023, noted that every country in the region has to contend with these problems. We'll hear more from the Prime Minister.
As a family, you can't not go around the Caribbean and talk about the developmental challenges which we have. One of them is crime and citizen insecurity. In every country or in the region, we have this problem. How can we harness oil, harness energy to deal with that? Well, it helps to provide resources. But if we think that resources alone can fight crime and insecurity, we're fooling ourselves.
Prime Minister Gonsalves went on to emphasize the essential role that the family plays in mitigating the issue of crimes in countries.
As a family, you can't not inculcate certain values in your home, especially young males, because young males are those who are committing most of the crimes, most of the serious ones. You can't wait until that boy is 14 or 15 and then you say you can't do anything with him. You say it's Keith's problem, it's orphan problem, it's Ralph's problem. Well, it's all of our problem. And we need for parents to be able to address that.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. The Prime Minister also noted that the nation's schools and educators have a role to play in the developmental course of the country's youth, saying that it is important that they recognize the great responsibility that they hold. On to news in the region. Canada will be sending more security personnel to Haiti to assist the government's fight against gangs that are responsible for the unrest that is affecting the country. In an address at the 44th regular meeting of Caribbean Community CARICOM heads of government, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that the Royal Canadian Navy vessels will soon be stationed in Haitian waters. The vessels will be responsible for conducting surveillance, gathering intelligence, and tackling illicit activity in Haiti's maritime waters. This will add to measures already taken by Canada, which include assisting Haitian police with their efforts to quash gangs and the imposition of sanctions against influential Haitians who are fueling the violence. Trudeau said his government is committing to finding a lasting solution to the problems facing the Haitian people. Trudeau met with Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry. They discussed ways in which Canada and the international community can assist the French-speaking country. The government of Guyana has indicated that it will continue to invest in the country's energy grid by undertaking a host of endeavors in renewable energy and crafting an energy matrix that will bring greater comfort to citizens. The Gas to Energy project is one example of a major project that has tremendous potential. Guyana's Department of Public Information, the DPI, said this was disclosed by the minister within the Public Works Ministry, Deodatin Da, during day 3 of the International Energy Conference and Expo. He highlighted that some 230,000 kilovolts of power lines are to be brought from Wales to the substation, where it will be broken down and dispersed to communities. According to DPI, this is expected to add some 300 megawatts of generation capacity in hopes of facilitating a reduction in blackouts across the country. On the international scene, U.S. financial regulators have charged failed South Korean cryptocurrency boss Do Kwon and his company Terraform Labs with orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar crypto asset securities fraud. The Singapore-based firm created the Terra Luna and Terra USD tokens, which collapsed spectacularly last year. The collapse is estimated to have cost investors more than $40 billion, the BBC reports. According to the SEC, Mr. Kwon and his company raised billions of dollars from investors by selling them an interconnected suite of crypto asset securities, with many transactions being unregistered. The SEC also alleged Mr. Kwon and Terraform claimed repeatedly that the tokens would increase in value and misled investors about the stability of Terra USD. However, the value of the token and its link to Luna cryptocurrency plunged to close to zero in May last year. Globally, investors in Terra USD and Luna lost an estimated $42 billion, according to blockchain analytics firm Elliptic. It triggered a sell-off in major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether. And finally, in sports, pace bowler Ollie Robertson says he will be ready if he is asked to lead England's attack when James Anderson and Stuart Broad retire. Anderson and Broad joined Glenn McGrath and Shane Warne on 1,001 wickets in Test play together on day 2 of the first Test against New Zealand. Robinson picked up 4 for 54 as New Zealand was bowled out for 306 before England moved to 79 for 2, a lead of 98. Sussex's Robinson was the pick of the bowlers in good batting conditions on a hot afternoon in Mount Maunganui. In his 15th Test, he took his career tally to 64 wickets at an average of 19.60. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
When you're behind the wheel, stay alert. Driving safely should be your top priority. Protect yourself and other road users by keeping your attention on the road. Stay alive. Avoid distractions. And maintain a safe distance from other vehicles. Only overtake when it is absolutely safe to do so. And remember to be on the lookout for motorcyclists. The life you save today may be yours. Alert today, alive tomorrow. This message is brought to you by AKT Motorcycles, available at courts.